Welcome to another NEBA Spotlight. Today, I'm very happy to present our friend Eric. Eric, tell us about you. Tell us about your business.
Good morning. So I'm Eric Jacobowitz, Castle Computer Technologies, full service IT company, troubleshooting computers, removing viruses, keeping your computer working smoothly. This morning, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, give you a couple of Google search tips, and then some must-haves for your computer to keep your data safe. So like I said, my company is Castle Computer Technologies. I've been in business full-time since 2000 and about 10 years part-time before that. So I've seen a lot. And I do most of my work remotely, so it doesn't matter where you're located. I log onto your computer and I troubleshoot the problem. Some of the services I offer, some virus removal, slow computer issues, data backup, transferring data if you get a new computer, doing maintenance. I also offer monitoring where I can monitor the health of your computer and keep everything working smoothly, and provide good security and do all the maintenance for you. I work on both Macs and PCs, and I also help out with phones, tablets, Chromebooks, etc. Two important Google tips that I want to talk to you about. The first one being when you do a Google search and you get those first couple of results, it says ad or it says sponsored, never click on them. Most of the time, it's a fake ad, or it's going to bring you to a fake website, or worse, a pop-up on your screen. So when you do a Google search, those first few results that say ad or sponsored, never click on them. Scroll down below to see the actual website, and then click on that. Because if you do click on that very first ad, and this is a very popular one with Amazon, but if you do click on that very first ad, this is what you're going to see on your screen. You're going to get this pop-up, and it's going to start screaming at you that you've been infected with a virus, and it locks up your computer, and you have to go through a few steps to get rid of it. Not very difficult to get rid of, but it is annoying, and it happens often. So never click on those first sponsored ads. They're usually very fake. There are ways to prevent this, though. One way, not clicking on the ad. The other way is if you install an ad blocker or pop-up blocker on your computer. These will help block those pop-up ads or advertisements from appearing on your screen. If you need help installing one or finding one that's right for you, contact me. I can help you get one set up. The next thing you should never do with Google, never Google a phone number. You want to look up a phone number, go to the company's website. So here you see Apple tech support, and it shows you a phone number. That phone number is fake. So if you call them, they're going to want to log onto your computer and either steal your personal information or install some monitoring software on your computer or other things. So never Google a phone number. Usually it's a fake one when you get the result. Go to the company's website, scroll to the bottom where it says contact us, and get that information. So those are two things that you should do two things you shouldn't do when doing a Google search. Never click on a sponsored link, and never Google a phone number, because it's just bad things happen. Couple of things that you need to have on your accounts or on your computer to keep your computer safe. The first one, multi-factor authentication. And you've probably seen this before. When you log onto your bank or another website, then you get a code on your phone and you have to enter that code in to access your account. Well, you should have that on every account that offers it. You want to have multi-factor authentication. And even more secure than getting a code on your phone that gets texted to you is to have what's called an authenticator app that displays a 6-digit code that changes every 30 seconds. That is more secure than getting a text message. But either one, just make sure you have multi-factor authentication set up on your accounts. It's a way of keeping your data safe, because most likely your password to whatever account you're logging into has been hacked, because the website's been hacked and been leaked on the dark web somewhere. So make sure you have multi-factor authentication set up. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, your financial accounts, they all offer multi-factor authentication. Use them. Yes, it could be a little inconvenient, but it's a way of keeping your data safe and secure and preventing someone else from getting access to your information. The next thing that you must have a password manager. Why? Because you need to have a different password for every single website you go to, and it's impossible to remember them all. But why do you need a different password for every single website? Well, let's say you have an account at Target and you use the same username and password for your account at your bank. So a few years ago, Target was hacked. The passwords were leaked online. Well, now the hackers have access to your bank. And they will find out where you bank, and they will get access to your bank accounts. So you need to have a password manager to remember all those passwords for you. And it's impossible to remember them all. Do not use the password manager built into Chrome, Firefox, Safari, or Edge for a couple of reasons. One, they're not as secure as using a password manager. But two, then you're locked into that web browser. So let's say you have all your passwords stored in Chrome, and then you're working on your computer, you go to your website, everything's great. Now you go to your iPhone and on your iPhone, you use Safari, and you go to one of those websites, you don't have access to your passwords. If you use a dedicated password manager, it works on every web browser, every device. It doesn't matter which one you use. You can use Firefox on one computer, Edge on another computer, and Safari on your phone. You'll still have access to all of your passwords. So you need to use a dedicated password manager. Make sure you have one. If you're not sure which one to use, contact me. I can help you set one up, and they're not very expensive. The last thing that you must have for your computer is you must have a backup. Your hard drive's going to die. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. It's electronic, it's going to go bad. So you need to have a backup. And you should not have a backup that's a little USB drive connected to your computer, because if you have fire or you have theft or something else, or you have ransomware on your computer, your external hard drive is going to get infected or stolen or lost in the fire. So you want to have a cloud backup somewhere. You want to have your backup stored off-site, so if something happens, you can go to another computer anywhere in the world and get access to your data. Using OneDrive or Dropbox or Google Drive, those aren't true backups. They're more of a cloud sync. So when you make a change to a file on your computer, it's going to sync automatically with those changes online. So it's not really a true backup. You want to make sure you have a good backup that's stored offsite. And again, they're not very expensive. Give me a call or contact me. I can help you set one up. So what do? I mentioned before, I have a monthly monitoring and maintenance program. This is some of the things that I do, where it maintains the health of your computer, takes care of your computer for you, does all the computer security, make sure your computer works safely. And if you have any problems, I just take care of it. And that's all included for one small monthly fee. Here's my contact information. You can follow me on Facebook or LinkedIn. I'm always posting computer tips. That's me, Eric Jacobowitz, Castle Computer Technologies. We worry about your computer, so you don't have to. Thank you.
Nice job, Eric. We look forward to supporting you and your business. Please reach out to Eric if you have any questions, and thank you very much.